All right, another question. Got another post-it. And this time it's, Diane, what are you reading these days? What would you recommend? I think this person has seen my bookshelf here. There's books that you can't even see off screen. I know. I constantly have a book in hand or in hand in my phone on my Kindle. Two things I'm reading right now. One, Switch. How to change things when change is hard. Chip Heath and Dan Heath, two brothers, always enjoy reading their work. It's very story based for what is happening, what are the changes that are being encountered. I will tell you, they talk about riders and elephants throughout the book. That might work for you, maybe not. You might be surprised with how that plays out in this book. But change, let's be honest, is hard. So this one, it's been helpful to read about how other teams, how other situations where change indeed is hard, how has it been approached? I I would guess that many of you will be surprised by what you learn from some of these stories. So that's one that I've been re-enjoying. It's been on the bookshelf for quite a while. I was on the plane recently. I was coming back from the Capital One's Reimagine Community Summit. And I decided it was time to crack that one open again. So actually this time, well, the book was here on the shelf, not with me on the plane. So I've been reading that one on my Kindle again, but that one definitely uh, front and center in my reading list these days. And now speaking of that Capital One Reimagine Summit, I got a new book while I was there. And so that one I've not had a chance to open yet, but I'm looking forward to the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday. Our office will be closed. I'll be on an unplugged vacation. I'm packing this one. You ready? The Tech That Comes Next. How Changemakers, Philanthropists, and Technologists Can Build an Equitable World. It's by Amy Sample Ward, who's the CEO, Executive Director for N10, and then Afua Bruce, who runs a consulting firm. And this book, they were talking about their values and what it means to use technology to create an equitable world. And they were providing all these examples from different nonprofit organizations, and they were talking about their values related to equity. I was thinking Agile values the whole time. I was thinking actually Scrum values too, in terms of courage and respect. It was awesome. And so, having heard Amy and Afua speak, well, I know. Okay, you're right. I'm so excited. Look, my book is even signed. I know. I'm super excited to dig into this book because the examples that they used when they delivered their keynote at the Capital One event, they came out of this book. And so they come from different places, different sectors, different niche mission areas around the nonprofit charitable sector in the US. I believe there's some international ones. So haven't opened it yet. If you do, if you've read this book or if you're starting it or you're halfway through it, reach out. Would love to talk about this one with you more. So since books are such a common topic, right? That's why we have our Agile and Nonprofit Book Club. Maybe you haven't seen that one yet? Right. You might want to go watch the way that Bethany Planton and I get so excited and talk about some of those books. So I'd encourage you to do that. But I'm adding to your list, your TBR, your to be read list, two new ones, The Tech That Comes Next and Switch.